I want to introduce Chris Rice, president of Kaulig Racing, and Christian Eckes, 2024 regular season champion in the Craftsman Truck Series and driver of the number 19 Chevy Silverado from McAnally Hilgeman Racing. And I'll let Chris tell everybody why we're here.
Well, we had Michael Waltrip last week, so we thought Carly looked much better than Michael Waltrip this week. So, sorry, Michael. Thanks for being back. Second week in a row for Kaulig Racing to be able to put some of our news out there, and couldn't be more happy to have everyone here from Kaulig Racing. Our drivers that's in Xfinity right now with AJ and Josh Williams in the back, very supportive of what we're doing. But we would love to welcome Christian Eckes for a multi-year agreement over the next couple of years to the number 16 Xfinity car starting in 2025. Christian Eckes. No clapping? Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks, Shane.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Just super excited for this opportunity. This is something that's, I feel like it's been a long time coming, and to do it with Kaulig Racing, with Chris, Matt, and so many great teammates as well, is something that I'm really looking forward to. Obviously, I have a lot to achieve this year still, but very excited for the future, and just ready to get to work.
So sorry Matt couldn't be here for the second time, but summertime is pretty busy for him. And we needed to get this out. As I was talking about this, it's time to get it out. Chevy driver, we love staying in the Chevy camp. McAnally has done an amazing job with their drivers this year. I'm sure Bill's probably I hope he's proud. I hope he's proud that he, had Daniel Dye and now Christian Eckes, and they have championships to run for, and we're very respective of that and want to support that as much as we can. But we got to get our Xfinity cars, continuously get them better, so when Christian and Daniel come over in 25, we've got some speed. So good luck, AJ. Josh. Yeah, any questions? And then you guys can get us afterwards too, right, Carly?
Yeah, we'll open up for questions, and then they'll have time for one-on-ones afterwards.
Bob Howkers, Fox Sports. Chris, is there a cup ride element to this deal, or is it strictly Xfinity?
Oh, it's strictly Xfinity. Like I said, when we talked about AJ, his is strictly Cup. We had that conversation at Indy. We've made some mistakes by running people too many times, but this is strictly Xfinity to try to get. We want to win a championship for Matt Kaulig, right? And that is something that we're very passionate about, and we definitely want to do it. And we know that in Welcome, North Carolina, we needed to get some speed back, and I think we're starting to turn a curve there. This is all Xfinity to try to win a championship, and so we're going to push real hard over the next, how many ever races we got left, but moving into 25 and up beyond.
Could you put Christian in an extra Xfinity car this year?
No, because and Wayne Alton asked me that, and we talked about that, but we're very focused on him winning a championship. We did not want to mess that up, and we feel that with Chevy's help and the simulator and all that stuff that they can run a lot over the winter and get real close. He will most than likely have a rookie test. I haven't checked into that, so we'll hit that up probably in January or February. So, and we'll be able to take one of our Xfinity drivers with us. So, and with us going to Portland and Mexico and all of that, it changes up how we got to divvy up some funds on that side too.
All right, Lee.
Lee Spencer, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio and CatchFence.com. What particularly was it that you saw in Christian? I mean, clearly the performance side at McAnally has been phenomenal, and his maturity since coming into the Truck Series. But what was the spark that you saw in Christian?
Well, Austin Craven, probably 2 years ago, started talking about Christian. And with Matt Kaulig, we have to say, hey, this is a guy we're looking at. And Christian, and we talked about this just a little while ago, this year has probably matured more than anything, but he's fast everywhere he goes, whether it's flat, whether it's, banked. He's been fast. The McAnally trucks have been fast, but he's been super fast. I remember we loved the way he took controversy. I think Atlanta, he had a brake issue leading, and that was one of the places that he didn't get out upset. He had a good conversation about it, and then really we were in big time talks at ORP, and then he got in a little I wouldn't even call it a heated discussion, but the way he handled it was Matt Kaulig really enjoyed that, and we actually AJ came into the motorhome and we talked about that, and that was something that was huge. So the maturity of Christian, but also how fast he can go, because those are the things that we need as a company. we need to have fast race car drivers and fast race cars for the drivers to ride them. I always say a jockey can't ride a slow horse, so no matter how good the jockey is. So we noticed that his maturity was something that we wanted to keep in our camp for sure.
And Christian, with all the bouncing around you did in the truck series, how thrilled are you just to have the stability of an organization like Kaulig that is a perennial winner?
Yeah, no, I'm super excited for that for sure. To have for sure, 2 back-to-back years is something that I really haven't had in my career. I think that's really why I'm having success this year, is because I've been able to build and grow with the same team back-to-back years. So that's obviously something that I'm really looking forward to. And I think that's the biggest thing, is just to have a little bit of stability to learn and grow.
All right, our next question will go to Steven.
Steven Stump, frontrush.com. Chris, with Kaulig running the part-time 10 car this season, is there a possibility we could see Christian in a couple races before as a tune-up to next year?
No, as I spoke to Bob there, we are very respectful of McAnally and that Chevy partnership, right? They're a big Chevy partner, and we're big Chevy people. If you can't see it, it's on my shoulders here. But we're very we don't want him to even think about this until he gets done winning the championship at Phoenix, and Matt and myself will go, everybody have some beers with him after he wins on Friday night. So and we want to just keep that in the forefront for him to win. I know with Justin Haley, when we hired Justin Haley, we went and watched his championship night. I think he ran second or third in it or whatever, but that's our – we want to support McAnally and those guys to be able to win a championship any way we can.
All right, Kelly.
Kelly Crandall, Racer.com. Christian, why was now the time that you wanted to make a move? I guess what went into deciding what next year would look like for you, and then why Kaulig?
Yeah, I think to answer why Kaulig is just the amount of success they've had over the last handful of years. It's a relatively new team, and to succeed the success that they had and kind of how they go about things just really caught my attention. So to answer that, that's kind of it, and it just felt like the right time. My truck series career has definitely been nothing short of rocky. I've been kind of thrown around a little bit, but just kind of felt like this was the right opportunity, the right time to go. I finally feel like I'm in a place where I can go. So that's about it.
All right, any final questions? Okay, we'll go in the back to Owen and okay, Greg, you're good. Okay, all good, thank you.
Hey, Owen Johnson, Cupscene.com. How much input did AJ have in picking Eckes, talking about the discussion you had in the motorhome?
A lot. I told Christian this coming over here, even when we was doing the Josh deal, AJ had a lot in that. AJ is, and I hate to be a broken record, but he's been our guy. Like, he's been our guy that we didn't have a clue how to win, like at zero. He's a guy that's pushed us to 28 wins, no matter whether it was him, SVG, Justin Haley, Jeb Burton. I mean, it didn't matter. He's been a guy. So when we sat down to talk, I gave him exactly what we were thinking, and I said, "What do you think about this?" And he was very for it. He thought it was a good idea. He thought that, AJ has a beautiful wife and a young little boy. He's got to teach how to, whether he wants to race or play golf or tennis or whatever he does, and he knows it's going to take time over the next little bit. And he knows he has a future with us no matter what he's doing, and he's got to go get those cup cars to where they can win. So he needed somebody he didn't have to worry about, and I think with watching Christian over the last couple of years, he's seen that. And they're a lot alike. They didn't come from a lot of money. I mean, they came into the sport and they had to dig their way through it as hard as they can. And I think AJ had noticed that and says, look, this would be a good fit for you guys, along with Daniel Dye. He also said the same thing about him. He didn't have much to say early on with Daniel, but now actually everybody in our camp likes Daniel.
Can we expect a fourth car in the Xfinity Series for one-off starts for AJ or others?
No, we've been very clear with AJ. We did that last year and 2 years ago, and that was not good. We want him to focus solely on the cup cars, and we want him to try to get that to where it needs to be. And that's what's been most important to us. Like, is no more of that if we can help it. Now it's like he's got to run some races coming up here towards the end of the year. But like, if you have partners or something that really push it, but right now there's zero talks to have a fourth car for sure.